So here we go. Game number 2, and this is the match that everyone wants to see. If you're watching right now, tell your friends. It might be a best of one, but I expect it to be a good one. Surgical Goblin, Morten. Are there two bigger rivals in Clash Royale right now, Chachi?
No, I think these two are definitely at the peak of that rivalry. They don't like each other, but they also like each other. They're good friends outside the game when they're not playing each other. But when they play each other, they definitely know what's at stake on who's the better. You have the greatest of all time versus the greatest right now. So we'll have to see who can pull it off.
Giant minor cannon cart for Surgical Goblin. One thing I'll say right now about the matches we've seen thus far between SK and Liquid, they certainly have been shifting the meta a bit today. We've seen just really, really common decks out of everybody else, and SK and Liquid so far throwing a bit of a curveball here in both directions. Over on the Mad Cat chat, Icy468 saying, this is Nadal versus Federer in CR. What else you got, guys? Is this Nadal versus Federer? Who else could this be? Is this Cristiano? Oh, here we go. Cannon cart. Minions behind. Giant does get on tower. Floyd versus Pacquiao, says Anthony Nazar. Well, there you go. Pacquiao with a big-time hit. Mozart versus Bach, says Montana. And Hog Rider does take the tower, so here we go. Final minute of regulation time. Yeah, Messi versus Ronaldo, says Mogarath. Mogarath over in the Mad Cat side. Big push loading up from Morten, or from Surgical Goblin. Giant at the bridge. Giant comes in the pocket. Mini P.E.K.K.A. trying to hold off, but Cannon Cart does connect. Log knocks it back. Ice Golem to pick up another Cannon Cart. Surgical Goblin is trying to pour it on, and he might be able to get it done. One Cannon Cart breaks down. Two Cannon Carts broken down. Surgical Goblin up by 3 elixir, up by a fair amount of damage on this left-hand lane. Cycles his log at 10. Giant in the back. Morten probably hanging on to an EQ that really hasn't been very useful so far. Spooby says Nintendo versus Sega. And here we go, trying to load up at the bridge is Morten. Hog Rider trying to slide its way through. Gets one hit, but that's going to be all it does. Mini P.E.K.K.A. now starting to try to create some room. But Giant in the pocket. Miner goes right to the Musketeer. Snowball in to help. Things looking grim here for Morten. And that's going to be it. GG, well played. Team Liquid takes set number 1. Put one more in the book for Surgical Goblin against his German counterpart in Morten.